Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Cornell Hunter. Today we're going to take a look at the top 5 Heisman Trophy candidates going into the 2009 collegiate football season. I want to start out with my number 5 candidate. Let's go to the Ohio State University and take a look at quarterback Pryor. Here is a kid who was the #1 high school recruit coming out. He came to Ohio State as a freshman and got lots of playing time. He didn't start the season, but as the season wore on, Coach Jim Tressel went to him heavily due to his superior playmaking ability. Here is a kid who stands at 6'6", 235 pounds, and has an arm that is out of this world. He can make any throw. And on top of that, the plays that he makes with his feet allows for him to make big plays when everything around him breaks down. Playing in the Big Ten, look for Pryor going up against competition that is not too stout to have a phenomenal season. And due to the fact that they don't play a championship game, he can walk away with this Heisman Trophy if he puts up the numbers that would suggest so. And with his ability to run and his ability to pass, look for Pryor to turn heads, and he could be the second sophomore to walk away with the Heisman, as Tim Tebow did 2 seasons ago. Number 4 on my list, I want to take a look at Oklahoma quarterback Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford won the Heisman last season as a redshirt sophomore. This season he returns. Last year he had 50 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and over 4,700 yards passing. What I like about Sam Bradford, here is a kid whose accuracy is matched by none other quarterback in college football. He can sit in the pocket. He can make the plays when they need to be made. He knows his checkdowns. When you watch Sam Bradford play, it's obvious that this guy studies his playbook. He knows where every receiver is. Sam Bradford may be one of the smartest quarterbacks coming into this 2009 college football season. Coach Bob Stoops runs a high-paced offense where people are expected to know their assignments, and the man who orchestrates that is Sam Bradford. He reminds me of a Peyton Manning who plays for the Indianapolis Colts in college. Sam Bradford is one of my favorite quarterbacks going into this season. My number 3 Heisman candidate may be a surprise to some, but I want to travel down to South Carolina and look at running back C.J. Spiller. Here is a guy who for the past 3 seasons has split time with another great running back by the name of James Davis, who is now in the NFL. C.J. Spiller is an electric player. This is a guy who, when he's playing football, you have to sit down and watch. He's one of the smoothest runners I've ever seen. C.J. Spiller, he can slide between you and your girlfriend while you're dancing at the prom and you wouldn't even notice. That's how smooth this guy is. He averaged, as a freshman, 7.2 yards a carry, and he can score a touchdown from anywhere on the field, be it kick return, punt return, screen plays, or in the backfield. What I'm hoping for is going into this season that the coaches rely heavily on him, because here is a guy, when the ball is in his hands, he makes magic happen. Last year he scored 12 touchdowns splitting carries with James Davis. So I can only imagine the magic that he's going to make when this season the load is totally given to him to hand the ball to and make plays. Look for C.J. Spiller to put up eye-popping numbers as the #1 back for the Clemson Tigers this upcoming year. Number 2 on my list, this guy is hot. This guy he broke onto the scene last year, is at Cal Berkeley, the running back Javid Best. This is a kid, another kid, lightning fast. Once he gets a crease, see you later. Not only that, he can stop on a dime. He can make any cut in the open field. If you're the last man standing, you don't stand a chance. Javid Best playing in the Pac-10, I don't see how anyone is going to stop him. Last year, this kid scored 15 touchdowns, rushing, had 1 receiving, and averaged over 8.1 yards per carry. Yes, per carry. That means every time you hand him the ball, you got 2 yards to go for a first down. Look for Javid Best in the Pac-10 playing against those defenses to put up phenomenal numbers. I know fans over there on the West Coast can't wait for this season to get started so they can watch their premier player, not at USC, a guy at Cal Berkeley, Javid Best, number 2 Heisman Trophy candidate going into this season. Number 1 on my list, how could you leave out Superman Tim Tebow? All he's done is won 2 national championships and 1 Heisman Trophy in 3 years. And people question Tim Tebow because they're not used to seeing a player with this caliber of skill. Here is a guy who has the size of a linebacker, but if you ever notice, Tim Tebow makes every throw the coaches ask him to make. He makes throws with guys hanging on him. He makes throws sitting in the pocket. And we all know that he can run the ball. When Tim Tebow takes off, defenders typically want to duck down and get out of the way. Since his time at Florida, passing the ball, let's talk passing numbers. Tim Tebow has 67 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. That's accuracy, that's efficiency, that's what you want from your quarterback. I have no clue how this guy gets bombarded with negative press saying that he can't play the quarterback position. Oh yeah, on top of those 67 touchdowns, he's also ran for a career 43 rushing touchdowns. That's more than some collegiate starting tailbacks finished their career with. So going into this season, it's a basic no-brainer in my opinion that Tim Tebow is the #1 Heisman Trophy candidate heading into the 2009 collegiate football season. Now, we're going to check back with this list, give you some updates as the season go on with a few sleepers and things of that nature. But for more video footage on your favorite collegiate teams, visit www.footballgameplan.com/NCAA.